problems. They shatter very easily.
Hey there everybody, DeRosa here today, bringing you another bolt action matchup. We had a 2 versus 2 game in which we had Italian and German Axis force versus American force, and ended up being 600 points per player, so 1,200 points per side. About 14 dice for American side and 15 dice for the Axis side. Here we see some of Matt's American troops, sort of a U.S. Marine transplant in Italy kind of scene. And here we see some of Justin's Italian troops. In the first slides I had the American Big Red One, and Bill had his German Grenadiers. We were going to play a friend's homebrewed scenario, but we ended up playing the scenario 9 point defense from the rulebook, and it ended up being really fun. With point defense, we rolled off 3 objective points. The first one here will be placed on the bridge by the defense. The second one will be placed here, where the blue star is. Matt and I were the allied force, and we decided we'd put most of our weight to this red arrow and try to capture that blue objective. Didn't work out. And then finally, Matt and I decided since this side, our left, was more open, we'd send a weaker force this way where the red arrow was, which again, we just hit a brick wall and we couldn't get anywhere.
More than
6 inches away, yeah.
More than 6
If I had like a set home board.
So the game started out great for the Allies. We had a preparatory bombardment, and it put a lot of pins on the right wing, so it especially helped us out when we wanted to start out. But the Italians have a special rule where the attacker cannot run onto the field, so we actually lost our momentum under the preparatory bombardment. Here are more examples of pins down the line. You can see the left wasn't hit as hard. And then Matt came on first, and he put his sniper on in his unit, so it was coming great. And then you can see over there we have our men all bunched up on our wing that we want. And we're pushing forward, and we're really moving forward. But then we run into a sort of a buzzsaw. That tank moved over, shut us down in the center. And our men just sort of creep forward. We put a lot of fire into that house. We were able to kill a unit in there. And my bazooka moved up, missed a shot on the tank. And my inexperienced unit went this way over to the left, and we just got slowed down because the Italians had their 3 defensive positions, and it was a really tough nut to crack, as they say. One of our major issues was that the Italians put a hit, or maybe the Germans put a hit on the American mortar, and so we couldn't make the Italians get out of their defensive positions, and so they just sat there with their Elephantino gun and hidden, and they just were able to just wait for us to come across the whole field and then just slaughter us as we came up. We did put a good hurt on them, but it just didn't work out. You can see here my Americans going across an open field. You can see Matt's forces, the Jeep. Really, we got the house cleared out, but we just couldn't get around the house to clear out the objective. I went through that right wing, and I just got slaughtered by the Germans. And the Germans had a Schwimmwagen, and that held its own for a while. And we were able to kill that unit on the very right, but then in the end, the unit in the bunker was able to just destroy us. So it was a great game, and it's really hard to be the attacker.
Oh, I did pick up the Scum and Villainy for Star Wars Legion.
Oh, you did?
I was really proud of our double bazooka assault up the center, so I wanted to highlight it there in the square. And you can see them here up close, taking shots. So it was a really fun game. I want to thank Matt for bringing most of the terrain there, and Justin and Bill for enjoying a great game. And it was great to have a Saturday afternoon rolling dice. And we'll see you guys at Xander's Game House in Camarillo, February 26th at 10 a.m. I also wanted to thank Gene and Craig at Xander's, and let us know what you think. And we'll see you at the gaming tables.